Welcome back to the Today Show and Unstoppable You. I'm Unstoppable Tracy. My guest today is Patricia Gagic. She has been regaling us with international stories of help heal humanity and its journey before the break. And she's also an extraordinary global award-winning Canadian artist, the first woman to win the award of several of these awards. And she's also CFO in Hamilton Vein Clinic. For those of you tuning in more locally, welcome back, Patricia.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much.
Patricia, so many stories before the break, and I'm hoping you have one or two more, which I know you do. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about the vein clinic that's going on and how you're CFO there?
Yeah, so Hamilton Vein Clinic is located at the Lime Ridge Medical Center in Hamilton, and we do just regular vein therapy as well as injections and EVLT, which is intravenous laser therapy, and venous seal. And yes, so we welcome all people there, and it's been quite a journey.
I bet it has. What's been sort of the shift with COVID for you and for all the worlds that you're impacting and maybe at the vein clinic?
Yeah, well, of course, following the standards of, what the Royal College and the Ministry of Health have provided for us, we did shut down for quite a period of time. And then as we were able to reactivate, we set up all the precautions and put all the systems in place. And it's starting to come back around. But, of course, people are very cautious, and we're happy they are. But we see it thriving again, and treatments are really needed for people. So whatever we can do to bring them back in safely and courageously, we are. Yes.
So if our listeners, maybe they don't need a vein clinic because they're not aware of it, but that they have family and neighbors and communities. So how do people spread the word? Who would best leverage your vein clinic services?
Right. So actually, it is referral by your family doctors.
Okay.
And so if you do want to have your veins assessed, then you would go and request a consult first, and we would get a referral from your family doctor and then book an appointment and then make the decision on what the best treatments would be for you, and then proceed. So, yeah.
Now you're CFO, not one of the doctors.
No, I'm not a doctor.
Not a doctor. So I wanted to ask a question to say, so how do you know if you need maybe vein intervention with support from your doctor?
Right. So we have general surgeon and we have the vascular surgeon, and all of the consults are done. They do all of the tests, the ultrasound and whatnot ahead of time to determine, what really is required. So it's a very formal process. And yeah.
How did you end up being CFO?
Well, ironically, my husband happens to be a general surgeon and has been in practice, for quite a long time, over 40 years in the Hamilton community. And then when he made the decision to retire from actually doing surgery, mostly cancer surgery, then he started the vein clinic, and it's been, it's just sort of a good way to sort of segue out without actually retiring.
Yes. Well, so he's a difference maker too, another influencer in the community. Do you only serve Hamilton, or people in all of like Milton or Burlington or?
Yeah, so the referrals come from all different areas, quite a few from St. Catharines, from Brantford, Hamilton, Burlington. It's that sort of GTA catch, and yes, we welcome all patients. So
that's what I thought.
Yeah, but I have I have such a, as I said, left side, right side, because I was a bank manager when I was 25 years old.
Right?
I know.
An artist and a bank manager.
So that whole, being aware, and being in the financial world has always been part of my life. And then when I left the bank, I started Curalex Management Group, and then Millennialex, MLX Property Management. So I've had my hands dabbled in that world for quite some time. So it was just a natural progression for me to be the support system, for the clinic. Yeah.
And I know that you are WXN's top 100 most powerful women in Canada. I know you're a Hall of Famer in 2018.
Yes.
I know you're a Lifetime Achievement Award winner in 2020 with Universal Women's Network. I believe you're also very much involved in the International Association of Top Professionals, and in a large capacity there too. And I think a lot of that is because you are also, you're this left brain finance person, right brain artist, or the other way around, right brain finance person, left brain artist out there, and difference maker, local as well as international. How do people kind of reach out to you and support you and support the things that, what would you like? What do you want to ask our listeners?
Well, that's a fabulous question. Thank you. Coming from you, of course. You're so wonderful, Tracy. But I've had the privilege of exhibiting my work, around the world. First with BB International Fine Arts in Switzerland and doing all the art fairs, and then locally when Gallery on the Bay they're now closing, but I was with Gallery on the Bay for a long, long time. The Denison Gallery in Toronto. And now the 13th Street Gallery, which is in St. Catharines, and it's located actually at the 13th Street Winery. So they've taken me under their umbrella. And along with that, I'm having an actual show on July 17th is the vernissage, the opening, on the Saturday from 2 to 5. And then the work will be shown, I think, until about the middle of August. It is a group show, so there will be 3 of us, 3 women. I think the show's title is Hear Her Roar. We're just waiting for
roar.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the invitations to come out right now. And so supporting me that way, coming out to see the work, to, the gallery, if you're in or want to make it a destination, for a weekend or an evening drive or something. And then I'm online. I have my website, patriciakarengagic.com. And I also
Karen Gagic?
Yes. And then I have, there's an organization in France that represents me, FACEC, FACIS. And so I'm doing the Monaco Art Fair, another couple of art fairs in France in the next couple of months. And I also was really lucky to be Artist of the Year for Art Tour International Magazine 2020. So my work was on the cover of the magazine, and a lot of interviews and some good media. So I always think, you just have to, sometimes it's just a matter of Googling, and that can just take you to a place, and then you find something that you're interested in.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And if people want to donate to Heal to Humanity?
To helphealhumanity.org. And our website allows you to make contributions there. We've sponsored 50 to 75 children each year in the school in Cité Soleil. And so that's something that we'll be doing again, because we're coming to the year end for our children there. So we'll be setting up our sponsorship again. So that would be wonderful for people to go to www.helphealhumanity.org. And then we're also making an attempt to work with a Rotary project to put a water treatment and some washrooms in another area, which is also located in a very, very, very poor district in outside of Cité Soleil.
And all of that is on top of your COVID efforts locally that were, at relevantly here and now. So affecting the world, affecting locally. Patricia Gagic, I want to say thank you so much for joining us on the Disability Channel, TDC, and the Unstoppable Today show for our Halton viewers and benefiters of all of your services, and future potential viewers and customers, maybe of your artwork, and for Heal for Humanity benefactors. And also for being the unstoppable woman that you are, making a difference with your art, with your programs, with your volunteer work, and you and your husband with the Vein Clinic. How extraordinary. Thank you for joining us, Patricia Gagic. And thank you from Unstoppable Tracy. And thank you from the Disability Channel. Bye for now, folks. Tune in next week.